sometimes I sign them upside down. I'm the artist, and I'm looking at them, and I'm still like, can you hold that there, Frank?
Adam, hold that.
Oh, this is something I
hold down the corner. This corner.
But,
you can come over and do
I
it.
write my last name. My last name is what I do. I draw lines by hand. My last name is Linehan, Linehan. I always say I got the best name any artist has ever been given. But I'm going to write my last name here, Linehan. If you've seen it done before, give it a print for free. All right, so Adam, you see my eyes are closed, right? Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, the greatest artist that ever walked the face of the earth, Mr. Leonardo da Vinci. The many different types of fine art he was able to accomplish in his lifetime. He's the only known artist, a person ever at the museum level was able to do what they call mirror write. He could write his name backwards in cursive.
What?
So that's
I
backwards.
know, right?
That's backwards in cursive, and he says he knows someone who can do this, and there may be others, but this is backwards in cursive. But it was also done with my eyes closed. It was also written upside down. It was also written with my left hand.
I need a picture. I need a picture with you. He's going to do
also
yours,
written,
too.
Yeah.
It was also written while I was talking and narrating about Leonardo da Vinci.
Wow. So why is Leonardo your favorite? Because he was an artist.
Engineer, artist,
Well,
scientist.
I appreciate him as well. I'm just curious as to why you're all-time number one.
In Renaissance Italy, late 1400s, the early 1500s, they had a custom which most every country in all of time has had at one time or another. It's a basic custom. If your dad built houses in the village, your family might have been called the carpenters. If your dad baked goods, your family might have been called the bakers. If your dad repaired shoes, your family might have been called the shoemakers or the cobblers. Well, my family's from Ireland, and we've been there a long time. I know my dad traced our roots back at least 350 years ago.
Wow.
So someone in my family, and I'm assuming it was in the Renaissance period, was given the name Linehan because I believe they were a master of line work. 500 years later, I have my injury, and a lot of my drawings are Renaissance messages that I take no claim for the message.
Really?
The art is difficult enough, but to tie a message, I don't know how to mess this up.
Wow.
So I have a lot of things that Leonardo da Vinci and myself do, like the perfect circle he draws. I also draw the same perfect circle, and I believe we're the only two in all the time that have on a scale this small. And
Perfect circle is mighty difficult.
Freehand. And I'm claiming that there's only one way to do it, not two. And I believe that someone in my past either witnessed or Da Vinci witnessed them do that perfect circle. Why would I know how he does it? And I don't ever disclose how it's done because I do the perfect circle the same exact way. And as crazy as that sounds, I'm about to start etching these.
Sounds a little crazy.
I'm about to start etching these in copper. And when I do at this scale, no one's ever etched a 100-hour freehand at this scale on this level.
That'd be so awesome.
Certainly not back in the Renaissance day, because everything they did, they didn't have paper to size, printing machines, everything was limited in scope and stuff like that. So I believe that that's my. You kind of asked a little deeper, Chris.
Well, I was just curious. Yeah. You know, I studied fine art for a long time. I'm a musician myself. Like I mentioned earlier, I can't draw stick figures if I had to, you know. Leonardo is definitely one of the best. I can't really. I mean, I never really thought of classifying them as 1, 2, 3. And I don't know if I can think. I was sitting there trying to think of somebody who I thought would be better than Leonardo da Vinci. And the problem is that he doesn't just do fine art. He does math, and he does.
Oh, sure.
You know, he does scale drawing, and he does invention and engineering, and you know, and that to me is outstanding. So I think I would have to agree with you. I just was curious as to what your take was. I heard the spiel.
Yeah.
I was just curious as to what, Yeah.
I believe because of the name, my injury, and the level of art I'm doing, and let me cut to the chase. This is the drawing I'm talking about. There's a whole bunch. I've got probably 15 drawings in this portfolio.
Oh my God. This is great for drawings.
You hear this message?
Yeah.
When I tell you I'm a simple guy.
Yeah.
I'm a simple guy. Got myself educated, but I'm not as cultural as and stuff like that. The title to this one is His Story. I take full credit for the artwork and no credit for the message, because when this came to me in components, it's very hard to. This was told to me. I was told what to put where. You could do that. But his story is in history because it's the hand of God reaching down, Michelangelo, the sun, the energy that spins all our gears and timing in life.
I would actually even call that Saul, because that is such a far back depiction of the sun. That's it was Saul. They called it Saul then. Anyway,
The all-seeing eye, Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, sideways, struggling, out of balance with the weight of our today's corporate, political, government, material world.
I don't like the cars.
Atlas is struggling. Atlas is struggling. History showed the whole world was watching Da Vinci and Michelangelo as Europe came out of the Dark Ages into the Renaissance, Enlightenment, free thinking period of the Renaissance period. Today, everybody's focused on all these people who are self-vested and self-interested, and our world is screwed up because of it. The sands of time shall bury civilization, does spirituality emerge? Not that clever.
That one's still awesome.